Hey guys, this video is for Express Team 2012, and what I want to run by here is using Asana.com, not only for task management, but also for time logging and tracking of those tasks. So I'm not going to make this video too quick, so just want to breeze through and show you exactly what I meant. I don't think it was as clear in the couple links I posted. So this I just did specifically for our project. So on the screen here, I just created a new project called it quasi-architecture because I don't want to mess up what we already have. And what I have here is already one overheading task is concept 1, and then underneath that we have subtasks or tasks that contribute towards the completion of concept 1. These are the tangibles, the deliverables. So I can do that also real easily for something, let's say the structural grid for concept 1. I know that had many iterations, so we can call that concept 1 structural grid and just type a colon after it right there, and that makes it a subtask within the overall project there. And say the first thing we have is the initial grid design. And before we click enter there, we want to, how long do we anticipate that initial grid design is going to take? So let's say Carolina drew up the initial grid design. She thought it was going to take her an hour to do that. And let's say she said she'd get it done on Wednesday. Okay? And let's say we'll assign Carolina this task. And then who is contingent upon? Well, Curtis, Courtney are relying on the grid so then they can get it, make corrections and stuff like that. So Carolina anticipates an hour to do the grid design. Okay, and then let's say it's actually taking her longer than that. She's not going to be able to get it done on Wednesday because she's working around some issues she's come up with. So she'll make a comment here to alert everyone who's following. We'll complete the grid by Wednesday evening. Say we're anticipating it Wednesday morning, so she says, well, I can't, there's still some issues I have to work around. I'm not going to be able to finish it Wednesday, so it'll be done Wednesday evening. So there's the task, and then so Carolina works on the task, comes back here. Turns out it took her 2 hours because she had some obstacles to work around, and it took her 2 hours to complete the grid. And then she could just type in here, completed time 2 hours. Okay? Or, let's say, okay, say took 2 hours and 15 minutes, 2.25 hours. I want to be pretty exact here. And then, so she'll just comment on that. We'll know she's done. She'll mark complete. And what this will do is not only will everyone who's following be aware that she completed it, but like for our team, we'll know that instead of actually an hour, it took her 2 hours, 15 minutes. And so the main gist of this is we would track our time to take all these tasks, and all we'll have to do is, if it didn't take us more than that, go ahead and click complete, and then it'll show that it's done. Archive the tasks so you have a cleaner screen. And what I will do is at the end of every week, I'll go through everyone's tasks that they've either completed or not completed. Let's say if the task was due on Wednesday and it's still not done, by Saturday when I go through it, then I'll note that. But what I'll do is I'll take all the tasks we've completed and put them into a streamlined spreadsheet form. So that will put us further down the road when we need to compile all this kind of data in May for our presentation. And it'll also be good because instantaneously you can just go on here and click task done, task completed, enter comments, so people who are following the task will know what needs to be done or what's the progress. But at the same time, every week I can go on there, pull it all out, group it all together to show, are we actually making progress? Are we taking longer to do our tasks? Is there periods where tasks just aren't getting done, due dates late by 2 days? So just a good system to track that. So with that, I just want to give you a better idea for what I meant earlier today when I had said this. So hopefully that gives you a better idea. If you have any questions, Skype, Facebook group, all that. Thanks, guys.